Hi friends, it's Liz here. Thanks so much for joining me today. So I wanted to show you a flip through of the latest Daphne's Diary magazine. This is issue 4 for 2025, and I will leave a timestamp on the screen so you can skip right to that if you wanted to start the magazine flip through. I will have a chatty video this time. Many of you have been asking for that. The last few videos, I was just doing the flip through and putting a little music to it. But many of you have asked for the chatty video, so here it is. I'll definitely be doing that in this one. But I wanted to start off by showing you some ideas that hopefully will inspire you to use your magazine, but not necessarily to cut up your magazine, which I know many of you have said you had, you didn't want to do. And you were kind of hesitant to get your magazine and use it up for that purpose. So I thought I would show you some ideas on how you can use your magazine without cutting it up. And I'll show you those, and then I will do the flip through. So let me get started, and hopefully you'll get some inspiration. So the idea is inspired by Daphne's Diary. So not necessarily ripping out pages or cutting them out, because I know a lot of you have a lot of you have expressed the fact that, getting the magazine is a bit costly and you don't want to cut it up and use it in your projects. For me, it's always been, of course, I see it for inspiration. I read through it. I get, as I said, inspired by what's in there. But I do enjoy using it almost like as a scrapbook in a way, or paper that I would buy to use in my projects. And so that's why, I've been okay making journals with them and using them as collage fodder, that sort of thing. However, I know many of you say you don't want to cut it up, and you can't see yourself doing that, at least not yet. So I thought, well, let me show you other ways that you could take inspiration from the magazine. Of course, if you are very artsy, that would be much easier for you to do. But this is more for those of us that are kind of playing around with our journals, our junk journals, our art journals, creative journals, whatever you call them, more like beginner type, of course. So I took this sort of spread as an example. I actually do want to start making paper flowers, you guys. I think it's like going to be my new obsession. I go through these phases. I don't know if you do. Leave a comment below if you kind of hyper focus on something and you just have to do it. And then once you're done with it, you're like, okay, next. Anyways, I definitely have to start looking this up. But the colors here really inspired me. So I thought, well, you could just use the colors. You could just use the design, and maybe this could be part of a journal page, a journaling card. Obviously, as I said, this is kind of like beginner idea. I was just playing around with the colors, the design. As you can see here, they've got like the little blue wave, and it's kind of got like the blues and pinks and greens, which I absolutely love. And so this could be, as I said, something that you could take from the page itself and recreate. Now, the other idea is, because I do have a lot of different types of stickers, and they also have some in their sticker book, then I could just add some stickers that go with the colors. And this could be like a really nice, cute journaling page or journaling card. I'm working with index cards, which are just about everywhere. I think you can find them at any thrift store, dollar store, and they're just fun to have. I like to use them as kind of like sample bits and pieces of an idea that I have at that moment, and then I kind of store these for later if I'm looking for something else. So anyways, I think what I'm missing here maybe is a little bit of kind of like the vintage tones, so I might do something else in the future with that. So that's one of them. But of course, if you're very like creative and you're good at all this, I'm sure you are already getting your own ideas on what you could do with the inspiration of this page. The next one here that I really loved, I'm really into gingham right now as well. So, but anyways, so this is the other idea. As you can see on the edge, they've got like a design of like wiggly lines and polka dots, or dots, I should say, and then straight lines. And so this is kind of what I was playing with. I really just love to have fun, nothing fancy. I'll show you. As I said, I'm just using regular index cards, but even like the most basic supplies, you guys, like these are Crayola Super Tips. I've had these for so long and they're still so like perfect. So I hope they haven't changed whatever they were using, like, you know, to make these, because they've lasted for years and years and years. So anyways, that's another idea of a design there. Oh, and by the way, this is one of like the cutest little pencil cases. I've had these forever. I think I got these at Stationery Pal. I will link it below if I remember to. Check out my affiliate links as well. Thank you so much for clicking on those. It doesn't cost you anything, but helps the channel. So anyways, these are the markers I was using. So I put them in here just so that I could know exactly the colors I used. But anyways, so that was like the pink design. So you can see I can just keep going with this, add more things to it, etc. And then love this border here. Of course, again, beginner idea. Nothing like it, right? You're like, what? How? Well, I just got inspired by kind of like the little rainbow looking design. Of course, a little bit of the yellow, a little bit of orange that I thought would go. I don't know, does it? Who knows? But I kind of like just the fact that I got to play with my markers, the fact that it's a small area that I get to work with. And so now I have, so far, 3 different little ideas where if I'm looking for maybe something that I can doodle on in one of my journals, or you know, just something, this is what came from just some of the borders that are in the magazine. So you don't necessarily have to cut it all up and you know, use it in your work, but I do love to do that. However, like I said, you could just simply use it as inspiration, maybe with colors. Obviously, they have designers and people that edit these and make it look beautiful, and everything goes together. So, you know, take that into your design, like the blues and the blue letters here. That brings the pieces together. There's a little bit of blue in there. So I thought I would show you a few more. This is from the last magazine. I think there were some of my faves actually. So you can see, again, just inspired by the pattern, the colors. It's like, you know, one of these things is not like the other. That's kind of how I see this one. So I had so much fun. I think more than anything, it's because I just really enjoy playing with colors and markers and designs. And so, yeah, this is really fun to do. This is another one. I'm still, you know, trying to decide if I add more to this or not. And of course, this was the blues and yellows, as you can see on the page. And I can totally see myself maybe doodling something like this on a journal page, or you know, like my creative journals and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, this one was my favorite, you guys. Just hearts, random hearts, different colors. Again, these are sort of my, you know, initial ideas on inspiration from the pages. And as you can imagine, you can do anything you want with these. So I hope that you found this helpful, that you are inspired to, you know, maybe use your magazine in a different way, not necessarily cut it up, but get inspiration from the pages. I'll definitely be coming back and showing you more ways that I'm using the inspiration from these magazines in my journal pages. But I mean, so far I have some really fun additional ideas that I can keep referring to when I just want to do something and I'm not sure what I want to do. I think these are excellent little, you know, things to do. And like I said, it's super easy if you just take anything you have. You don't have to necessarily, you know, cut up any paper to get it started. But yeah, I hope that you guys, I'll just pull these out and keep them together. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like if you did, because that lets me know that you want to see more like this. And as I said, I'm loving the, oh my gosh, my favorite issue. I really think it is. I really do. So I can't wait to come back and show you more. Thank you so much for joining me. Check out my playlist for Daphne's Diary flip-throughs, creative journal ideas, how I've used the magazine before. But this is kind of like my new way of being inspired by the designs. And hopefully this will help you not necessarily cut up your magazine unless you want to. Okay, so I hope you found a little inspiration. If you did, don't forget to like the video or leave a comment below and let me know. Also, let me know if you're going to be trying this, because I can't wait to see if you do, and tag me if you do. I would love to check out your inspiration. So let me just show you the flip through now. Okay, so starting of course with the gorgeous images they always have. And I'm sorry, I'm just making sure I am still in frame here. As you all know, I love this magazine. I've been using this magazine for years in my projects. And of course I use, you know, some of the pages, like for example, let's say this page here, after I'm done reading the article, etc. If I decide to use this for something else, I could cut out the edges and use that as, you know, strips of washi or things like that. I love these little edges here, so this could just be, you know, cut into sections to do something else with it. So I really do like to use this magazine. Like, look at this right here. It's just gorgeous. And of course the images that they have are so beautiful and bright. This is actually something I will put together because I think it's so cute to have, you know, the months of the year, and then it comes with the days of the week, and you can put that together and do that kind of little spinny thing. So I think I might actually do that. And as I think I've mentioned many times, the paper quality, I absolutely love it. It's not like a, you know, magazine paper. It's this really gorgeous texture for paper. So you can see there's just so much. Not only is it inspiration with the articles, but it's also just, you know, the different pages and colors and things like that, right? I love accordion journals. I think I'm going to start making more because I've seen them start coming back up again. This article about blue zones and the different ways they eat, I mean, these are some of my favorite meals already. The article has so many recipes, particularly here. But again, it's just, you know, something that not only is it crafty, but you get recipes as well. So anyways, you guys, I was going through this and I was just getting so inspired. Again, look at those gorgeous edges there. So this is a sticker sheet. Loving this sticker sheet, my friends. If you haven't seen my other videos with Daphne's Diary, I have lots of magazine flip-throughs, but I also have flip-throughs of some of their sticker books, the planners. I think there's like coloring books as well. There's quite a few videos that I have. Plus, I also have videos showing you how I love to use their magazine. Now, these are all paper flowers. I am loving this right now. And of course, again, you know, like just inspiration all around. And then this is the how-to portion of it. Making paper flowers. I think I'll be making some because I'm really, really into that right now. I don't know. I guess it's because you see them everywhere. People always ask me about the magazine and how to get it. So besides going online in their shop, which I do have a discount code for you, and I will link that below if you're interested in a discount. Now, the discount code is not for the subscriptions, but you can certainly buy individual things in the shop or whatever else they carry, and you can use that discount. That might work for you. But if you wanted a subscription in the US or Canada, Express Mag is the way that I always used to get that. And it excuse me, you actually save money by getting the subscription. At least that's what I found. And this is the details for the rest of the world and the UK. But anyways, as I was saying, you guys, this particular issue, I am loving so much. Look at these little birds. I mean, come on, look at them. And of course, they do like the double-sided, you know, prints and colors, so you can use them that way. More here. Look how cute. And of course, more, you know, crafty ideas. If you love to travel, or at least you'd like to get an idea of places to travel to, they also have a lot of those articles. And I mean, look at these images, right? Something I hope to do very soon is to start planning some traveling. Hats. Okay, this one I really liked as well. So you've got that section of hats, which of course, you know, you can fussy cut. Like these little articles. So this is the, I guess, the toppers of cigar boxes, but what they've done is they've made them into postcards, which I think is such a great idea. And I love these images so, so much. If you have any questions, you guys, leave a comment below. I'll try and answer your questions for you as well. Look at this edge here. Oh, I love that. And of course, these ones can all be cut up if I wanted to use them as like photos in a journal spread for some reason. But then there's this gorgeous lantern image as well. Paper mache lantern. Wouldn't that be nice to try? I think that would work with, what, napkins? You guys, I'm getting another idea just as I'm going through this with you. Okay, I might have to try that. My daughter's been buying paper lanterns, just really nice big ones for her room. And I think that's a nice idea to be able to make your own now. So these are more things that you can cut out. Double-sided there. And then you've got a little doggy, and I don't want to move the magazine around because then I'll probably lose the frame. Look at these, you guys. Seriously, right? Look, so these are like some of my, I was just shocked and so happy to see these. Look at the other side. Okay, this one, totally, you can just frame it as is. And it's double-sided. And then you've got some lovely little, I guess they're like labels. And then there's that gorgeous page there. And then more travel. This is all about, also they have fabrics in their shop. Oh my gosh, I hope I can get some of these. Maybe I'll look into that. Look at the buttons. You guys, I have to check that out too. Anyways, so we've got more recipes here. We love crepes and pancakes in my households, and crepes are something that we make often as well, so it's kind of nice additional recipes there. You've got some more of these recipes which already come so that you can pop them out. So if you already have, you know, your little recipe cards, you can add those to them. This completely pops out, so that's something else that, you know, you could use in a project. And like, just look at the images. As I said, there's just so much inspiration in this one. We've got the which holiday maker are you? Oh, I love these little prints here. And then all these are also super fun. This little one looks like my little Archie. I think if you guys saw my last video, I think maybe 1 or 2 videos ago, I mentioned how he started eating my projects. Okay, so this is a poster, mirror, mirror on the wall. So you've got the bottom of the dress here, and then you've got 2 ladies, and so these are just gorgeous images. Of course, you can fussy cut these things out, or, you know, this would be like such a great journal cover. this one as well. Like, you can't really tell it's a dress unless you know what it is. But anyways, so then you've got this beautiful spread right here on this page. Sweet potatoes, how to grow them. Now I think I have to try this because I love sweet potatoes, you guys. And we've got a birdhouse how-to, sort of. Look at this. This is stationery. Love, love, love it. So you've got your stationery sheets and you've got some envelopes. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Some book suggestions, and then this is just you know, details on what else you can find in their shop. Like I said, sticker books, coloring books that I have shown you before. I love the idea of the giant posters. I think I'm going to start actually getting frames for them as well. I have the planner pages as well. Sorry, the planner flip through if you wanted to check that out. And what I've been doing with it, when, you know, because of course I'm using it for 2025, and I hope I can find my sheets here, but I probably won't. So I take out the pages that are sort of in between the, never mind, you know what, I'm not even gonna, nope, I can't find them. Anyways, I use the whole thing up as well because I tear out some of the tear out parts and then I use them for something else if I haven't used them for actually planning. Look at this, you guys. Look at the kitty. Look at this. So the next one's coming out in July 8th. But this page to me, like, look at the back as well. I'm thinking this would make a nice TN cover. Look at that. Or even trying to use that part. So anyways, I hope you liked the flip through. I hope you had some inspiration with the ideas I shared. If you did, don't forget to like the video. I really appreciate that. And I will see you next time with some more ideas with the Daphne's Diary magazine. Thanks so much for stopping by.